Councilman, it's good to see you again here.
Thank you for inviting me.
You've called for visible action to stop random gunfire in your district. Police Chief Como said he's committed to working with you directly on this. Does a plan exist yet?
You know, from my understanding, they have flock cameras that's going to be coming to District 4. I just spoke with Chief Como yesterday. He understands the concern that I'm having. He understands concerns not just in District 4, but the citizens of Dallas. This is a problem citywide, and we're trying to address this matter. He did tell me that.
Are cameras enough, though? I mean, it sounded like from what you've said over the past few days, you want visible action. That, to me, I read in police on the street.
Yeah, we need more police on the street. And that's what the voters voted for. That's what we support, and that's what we have to do. We have a problem in our community where random gunfire is just going off on all levels. And so we have to find the resources, get the resources to our communities, and let the people see that we're working very hard to keep them safe and so they can feel safe.
Councilman, tell us what a stronger, more aggressive public safety response looks like to stop this random gunfire in your district. What is that, more police on the street? What is it? Technology?
First is moving random gunfire, in my opinion, to priority 2. Right now it is priority 3.
Which means
that they may come at a decent time or they may not. My community said they've called several times and some of our officers show up the next day or they're not there when needed. So if we move from priority 3 to priority 2, possibly priority 1, maybe we can get a faster response time. Now, response time is down when it comes to violent crime, but random gunfire is not considered a violent crime.
And that's what I was going to ask you, because the recent police data in your district show all major crimes are down, but people still don't feel safe.
Chief Como, Mayor Johnson, and our city manager, Kim Tober, has done a great job trying to get violent crimes down. So in some parts of my district, District 4, it's not up, it's not down, it's flat. And so we have to do our very best to make sure that we're addressing those needs in certain communities that is flat. But again, random gunfire is a concern for not just me, but for my entire community and a lot of citizens in Dallas.
To make sure people understand this, random gunfire isn't just people sitting in their living room hearing this. These bullets are coming through people's roofs and through walls in people's houses here. I'm curious, how long do you think it's going to take to get action from DPD or from the city to actually address this?
I have no idea. Speaking with the chief of police, I know there's no silver bullet to this. However, we have to be very innovative, intentional, and aggressive concerning this. Bullets have no name. One of the members in my community, Ms. Jones, called and sent an email that she was so afraid of senior citizen that her and her family slept on the floor only to wake up with a bullet in her ceiling. My own daughter was laying in the bed and the bullet came through a wall, went through the mattress. And so when you're looking at those issues, and this is just 2 of real live situations that has happened, we have to address these issues and we have to become very intentional and innovative to get this problem resolved.
And you've called this an emergency. What do you think needs to physically happen? What do you want the police chief to do?
I'm asking the police chief to come out and talk to our community in District 4. That's what my residents are asking. And not just come have a conversation, but let them know which results is going to work and what he plans to do to solve this problem. Now, this is just not on the police chief. We also have to have community policing. So I'm asking my community to continue to call 911, to continue to speak up about it so we can get the right resources in the community.
People watching this might say, well, listen, Dallas police has a manpower shortage. It has had one for 15, 20 years or so. We're down 600 officers. Can Dallas really afford to put more officers in that one neighborhood right now?
Yeah, we have to look at the data. What does the data show? And we need to place the officers where the data shows it's the most need. And that's where we're looking at. I believe in community policing as well. So not only is it a responsibility of our police chief and DPD, it's also a responsibility of our community to continue to report and continue to be involved in our community.
What do you think success looks like from DPD on this issue?
Showing up, having
more
conversations.
Officers on the streets, though?
Absolutely. I believe that in certain communities we need more officers on the streets. I believe they're showing up and let people know presence is everything. When people see our police presence, they feel safe. They're appreciative. And again, that's what the voters voted for. We want more officers on the street because people want to feel safe. Public safety is my #1 priority. And that's why I'm advocating as strong as I am.
Daniel Como, the Dallas police chief, just completed his first year on the job. How's he doing?
I think he's doing a wonderful job. Chief Como is doing a wonderful job. Again, violent crime is down. He's come in and he's been very responsible. He doesn't make excuses. And he told me even concerning the random gunfire, I'm going to help you, not only help you, help the citizens of Dallas. And I believe him.
A few other questions here too. City Manager Kim Tolbert said Dallas is essentially broke. Still though, the new convention center work is already underway here with no final budget on that, no approved budget, no final design. City's moving forward to discussions on selling City Hall perhaps in May is when the vote would happen, is what I understand there. Should Dallas be doing all this if it can't shore up its finances at home and make sure it has a balanced budget?
When I heard that the city manager said that the city of Dallas is broke, I asked her. And she said that is not what she said. What she said is that she is cutting back and trying to be prudent and make sure that we have a balanced budget. And with the convention center and the jobs that we have before us, we're going to be okay. We have a council that's wise. We have a city manager that's focused on growth and focused on doing the right thing for the city. And so I support her, and I trust her, and I believe that we're going to be okay.
Are you concerned about the convention center with no final design approved yet, no approved budget yet?
I'm not concerned at this
It could be an open
moment.
check, though, Councilman.
No, sir, I'm not concerned at this moment. What I want to do is get all the facts and get all the information. That's when you can make a prudent decision. When you get all the facts and you see everything that's going on, then we can have a real discussion and know what we're going to do next.
You're one of the members of council that supports the city looking at potentially moving on from City Hall if the numbers show that it makes sense for taxpayers. The local director of the American Institute of Architects, you may have seen this, said that City Hall could be fixed for $70 to $100 million, not $1 billion like the study showed. Do you think the city needs to slow down and get a grasp of this before it makes a decision perhaps in May?
Here's the facts. Yesterday, I just placed funding timeline for the City Hall bond allocations on my Facebook page. And what I've discovered is we have kicked this can down the road for so many years. When we could have fixed up City Hall little by little as we do our own homes. We're going to take one room at a time to make sure that we're being accountable and prudent. And now we have a major situation where City Hall has been ignored, and now everyone wants to say that we can do this at this cheaper price and et cetera. What I have listened to is the experts. The council said they didn't want to hear from the administration. We told the city council said, Kim, go get an expert, go get some engineers. The city manager did that. And now when they came back with the price, we're questioning the integrity of experts. I can't do that. I have to believe what the experts are saying. And from that documentation and from what they're telling us, I have to make a prudent decision what's best for our citizens and what's best for our City Hall.
The future of Dallas City Hall is likely before the council in May here. Do you expect a final vote on the future of City Hall to happen in the next few weeks here?
I don't know what to expect. What I expect us to do is get all the information. And when we hear all the information, then make that decision. This is a lot of stuff that's going on, things that we didn't foresee. Yeah. I can tell you when you go into the walls, you're going to have some unexpected asbestos that was there. When I went to L3, I thought L3 was a joke. But when I went there, I asked one question: is L3 a part of City Hall? And the answer is yes. So we have to fix up. If we're going to stay there, then we have to fix up L3, L2, L1, and do right by City Hall.
And those are the parking garages, the subterranean levels of City Hall, L1, L2, L3.
Absolutely. L3 is, I believe, undeveloped space that needs to be developed.
One last question for City Hall. There's a proposal right now to potentially close the Houston Street Viaduct to cars. This is the 110-year-old bridge that runs from downtown Dallas into parts of Oak Cliff. All that traffic under the proposal will be shifted over to Jefferson Street, the parallel bridge over there. Do you support or oppose that plan?
No, I don't support anything that cuts off access from Southern Dallas. I live in Southern Dallas. I've been living in Southern Dallas my entire life. And so we need to make sure that when we're making decisions and putting plans together, that we have everyone in mind, including Southern Dallas. So I cannot support anything that cuts access off from Southern Dallas.
Councilman, it's good to see you again. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.